Avery, a lot of guys' contracts are up. Do you expect to see a lot of new faces next year?
I honestly don't know. That's maybe a better question for Danny. But one thing I do know is that they do make the best decision for the team, and you know, players don't end up being back here. I wish the best for them. Those are my brothers. We all had a special year, and I appreciate everything. You know, all the time I had with them. But I would love for all those guys to be back. But we'll see.
You've had a chance to kind of sleep over the season being over. What are some of the big takeaways for you from what you and this team were able to accomplish this year?
I feel like it was a special season for us. You know, a lot of people might even be able to say that we over-accomplished a little bit, but to be one of 3 teams, standing at the end of the year, it's pretty impressive. And you can take away a lot of positives. Able to learn a lot, but that's a good thing about the playoffs. I feel like you're able to really look yourself in the face as a team and figure out what you can do to be better next year, because we played at the highest stage, as in the playoffs, and so I feel like we're able to really get better from this and grow next year.
You've been a guy that has, every year it seems like you come back with something that's noticeably better than the previous year. At this point, where's the growth for you? What do you like to get better at this point?
I know you guys hear me say it every year, but I mean, every part of my game, there'll be something else next year, for sure. I'm just going to make sure I take care of myself and continue to work on my game as much as possible this summer so I can be the best player I can be.
How do you think free agents are going to look at this team?
I think they respect us. I feel like they think any free agent looking at this team, I guess you can say maybe they might think we're one piece away and it might be them. I don't know. But I think they will respect the way we approach the game, and that's playing hard and playing for one another. And I feel like any player would want to be a part of an organization like this.
Do you feel you're one piece away, or do you feel like you're more than that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I do feel like, healthy, anything's possible with this team. But, again, that's a better question for Danny. But, with the guys that I was able to play with, blessed to be able to play with this year, I mean, couldn't have asked of a better group of guys. Not only great basketball players, but a great group of people.
What's it going to take to beat Cleveland?
I think it's going to take, they play a unique style. But best answer for that is, I guess we'll find out against Golden State what it takes.
It's like yesterday, you were just a 19-year-old kid, kind of soak up everything KG and those guys had. But now, you're kind of looked upon as a guy that guys are looking up to.
Yeah, it's weird, but I think players like Al definitely helped me and get out of my shell and pushed me this year to be more of a vocal leader. And I always try to lead by example, but I think most importantly, the group of guys that we had, they were such good guys that we didn't have one leader. Some guys would step up, it might even be the younger guys. We were all open to hearing whatever anyone needed to say to help us be a great group of guys, a great team. So we had an interesting team, and I feel like that's what made us so good, because it was a reflection on the court. It could be anybody's night at any given time, and it's the same thing off the court. We can have a leader at any time, and I feel like those are the best teams that aren't insecure and just go out there and play the game of basketball, respect the game of basketball, and respect their teammates.
When you came here, Avery, you joined an already established team playing really good basketball. Jalen came in a similar situation as far as guys who are already established. What's it like as a young guy coming into this league, a teenager, if you will, trying to find your way with a team that's already established, where you have to earn your minutes? They're not going to be given to you.
Yeah, I think it's tough, but looking back at this year, I feel like he'll be able to use it as he was able to learn a lot as far as being put in certain situations. I mean, he got a chance to play as a 19-year-old or 20-year-old in the playoffs, in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive, and I feel like he can learn a lot from that, and it's going to make him a better player. Same thing for me when I was young. I used to always remind him. I even told Demetrius, you know, I wasn't able to play as a rookie, but I feel like I was able to learn a lot, and sometimes that's even better because, you know, it makes you a more polished person, helps you appreciate the game a lot more, respect it, and it almost pushes you to work harder, makes you hungrier.
Avery, what have you seen in the differences in Brad and the growth you've seen him from day one till this
Man,
series?
it's night and day. I'm just happy that I'm able to play for him. He's a really great coach, and just like the guys on this team, he's open, and I feel like he's just a special coach because he just cares about us, and he cares about us, you know, becoming better basketball players and better men. I mean, all the guys that he brought into, you know, all the speakers, I mean, I can go down the list. It shows that he really cares about us as men, and I just appreciate him for that. And he's definitely grown over these years, and it's impressive to see someone, you know, come from college and, you know, not be cocky and feel like he knows everything. Since day one, he's been wanting to learn and open to anything to help him become better and our team, you know, get to where we want it to be. So I appreciate him for that. And like I said, I'm lucky to have a chance to play for Brad Stevens.
What were some of the speakers that he's brought in that stood out to you?
I mean, he brought a lot. We were just talking about it. You know, I don't want to be specific. I mean, it's kind of personal, but I mean, he brought a lot of speakers in that could help us as NBA players. You know, you can always be dealing with stuff outside of basketball, but because of the platform that we're put on and the pedestal, in a way, you almost forget that we're human too. And so sometimes it's good to, you know, have someone to talk to, and for Brad to give us that opportunity to at least, you know, bring somebody that could help us. It meant a lot to me because it showed us he really cares about us outside of basketball.
If you look at him in that first year and now look at him now, I mean, where would you say is his biggest area of growth?
I know this sounds weird, but I think his anger. Yeah, I think it helps us because he was so nice his first year. It was like, come on, coach, yell at somebody. But yeah, it's just a good feeling. We respect him so much, and we know that he wants the best for us, and he's always going to make sure he holds us accountable because of that.
We had Jalen last year come in and make our top 3 pick last year, come in and make an immediate impact. Yeah, just number 1 pick right now, coming in next year. Are you going to be watch the draft more, process more this time, or are you going to just kind of let the chips fall where they may, just wait and see who comes in here?
Yeah, wait to see what happens. I mean, it's all out of my control. You know, you have to just put your trust into the top guys, Danny Ainge, and, you know, the owners, you know, the guys that are in the front office. They do a great job. But, you know, all I can focus on is getting better as a teammate and as a player for next year. Can't worry about that, but like I said, I know they'll make a great decision. Add somebody great for our team so we can be even better next year.
How much have you seen Markelle Fultz? I mean, obviously he plays at Washington.
I actually haven't got to see him that much. Me and Danny were just talking about a few of the draft prospects, and I got to see the Tatum. Yeah, I can't tell you. We didn't really go into that. We were just more talking about their game. But that's the only player I really got to see was the Tatum. And, I mean, they're all good players, and I know this experience for them is, you know, life-changing, so I wish the best for all of them.
Avery, I see you with the Tacoma sandals.
Yeah, from Kelly Olynyk.
Oh, is that a gift?
Yeah, he got me them for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Didn't win a bet or anything?
Oh, man.
No, I didn't win a bet.
How much has this year, Avery, brought you and Isaiah closer?
I think it brought us a lot closer. I mean, where we're from, and it's almost like a reminder. I mean, we're the only 2 NBA players and only 2 big-time college basketball players from the area that we're from. So it just reminds us that, you know, it took a lot of hard work to get here, and for us to be where we are now and be able to go through all these experiences together. It brings an appreciation I feel so blessed to have an opportunity to play with a guy that I grew up with in an organization of this, like this. You know, you dream of this as kids. So I think it's just an everyday reminder. Like when I walk into the locker room and he looks at me and I look at him, it's kind of like we do this. Like, man, we're here. So let's be the best people we can be, so we can change and inspire our city.
Obviously, he's
Last
been
question,
through,
guys.
obviously he's been through a lot the last couple of weeks, but especially with this injury, what was it like, you know, your conversations with him either last night or leading into it, knowing what he had played through at the end of the Washington series and then knowing maybe now what he faces this summer?
I mean, he's been through a lot towards the end of the season, and I know it's been hard on him, but we just appreciate him as teammates, and me individually, I really appreciate everything he's brought to this team this year. He's really had a special year, and I don't think this year could have, you know, gone to a better person and player, you know, for everything that he's been through and overcome. It's just been impressive, and I'm happy. I'm sad that it ended the way that it did, but looking back at the season, I mean, Isaiah was pretty impressive, and I know that he'll take care of himself, get ready for the next year, and I'll see him this summer. We'll make sure we're playing basketball back in Tacoma. That's all we do.
Thank you.
Thank you.